on a terrific Saturday night, the first day of Black History Month. Yeah, it's still Black History Month. Yeah. Let me see y'all right now. Okay, that's better. Y'all better not let Donald Trump fool you. And just because he said he took it away on a piece of paper, don't mean that it has to be erased from your heart and soul. You had black women, black men who died, gave their blood, sweat, and tears for them to have some type of remembrance or legacy to leave for you so that you can look at and have a guide to reach further heights than they did. But now, right now they rolling over in their graves right now. They having a fit on us right now. Yeah. Why? Because we are not self-educating ourselves. And even though Donald Trump signed away Black History Month, Black history is every single day. You remember that. You remember that. Black History Month is every single day, with or without Donald Trump. Donald Trump, that's who you voted for, though. But you have to educate yourself. This is a great opportunity for you to spend some time with your young children. If you have young children, educate them. Because that's not even in the schools, you understand? And you being the adult, you should be able and willing to educate them. But then again, you may not like education yourself. You might not like reading. You might not like math. You might not like history. You might not like spelling. But guess what? Everything has got to change right now. Any and everything that you want your child to do and to have, you have to instill something in them so that they can see greater heights, so that they can have some inspiration or aspirations to something better than where they at. And in order to do that, you have to place them in a mental state of that being so that they won't succumb to the streets, so they won't succumb to drugs, so they won't succumb to jails and prison, like the school to prison pipeline. Look how many of you all black Americans all over this place are having problems with your children being in certain schools. But you are responsible for that child. You have to make time to educate them. Why can't you home educate your child? You mean to tell me that you can't trust your child enough? That they won't do what you tell them to do? Huh? What kind of child is that to have? And besides, is TV raising your child? Is the game box raising your child? Is rap videos raising your child? Atlanta Housewives raising your child? Sexy Red raising your child? Now see, what's sad about this is that your children look up more to these entertainers than they do you as a parent. And that's sad, meaning that you're not doing something. You think that you give them clothing, you give them shelter, and I know that you work your ass off for that. That's not easy to do. Every day, week after week, month after month, year after year, until this ungrateful person decides to grow up and leave the nest. I get it now. But yet and still, when you start self-educating your child, you in turn start to re-educate yourself, which in turn makes you a more intelligent person, a person who will make more wiser decisions, a person who will teach her child or his child to be more wise in their decision. Look at it this way. Look at it this way. All of these descendants, the children of Dr. Martin Luther King, the children of Malcolm X, the children of Andrew Young, the children of Jesse Jackson, the children of all of these civil rights leaders, whoever all that they were, because it was a bunch of them now. It was a bunch of them now. But think about what their children are like, and what are the other adults that you know that are the same age as their children. Just think, the age of Martin Luther King's Jr.'s children. Can you see the mental frame of thought? And it just wasn't just for that family. No, it was for all of those who thought on that realm. Uh-huh. But we've been broken beyond repair. And like I said in one of my other videos, it's hard breathing life into a dead man. But I'm here, trying to bring life unto the dead people that's out there. Yeah, I know dead people watching this. I walk among the dead every day. I walk among the dead every day. I live right next door to some dead people. Don't you? You probably live in the house with some dead people, I'm just saying. Meaning on a higher level of frequency, which I am. And if they're on a low frequency level, like some people are, they are a dead person to me. It's like a static thing like that when I cross the paths of these people. Yeah, and I don't care what color you are in the crayon box, okay? It's energy. It's energy. It's self-education. Self-education. Do you think that your child would be a lot smarter if you taught your child versus sending your child to a school? I'm just saying. I mean, they can really have school online right now. They don't even have to go in the classroom. If you are sincere in seeing your child develop mentally and academically, maybe it's a good time for you to involve yourself in some academics with your child, with your children, and teach them what the school is not teaching them. Could you imagine the respect that you would have from your children if you self-educate them? Because I'm sure that's what Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. did with his kids. I'm sure that's what Betty Shabazz did. I'm sure that's what Reverend Justin Jackson Jr. did. Yeah, I'm sure he self-educated his son, even though his son went to school and all of that. He still self-educated his son, gave him a guide, got directions. Yeah, even though his son got caught up, he got caught up with that, Blagojevich thing, former governor of Illinois, Blagojevich, When he got caught up, Jesse Jackson's son got caught up too. But needless to say, look at their children. And look at where we are, okay? I'm just saying. And look at where we are. Because people my age, we basically right up under, maybe 10 years or so, a half of a generation outside of them. But you can see the difference. Can you see what their lives were like? Even back in the day, if you do some research on Black Wall Street, did you see the way that those women dressed? Did you see the way that those young men dressed? Huh? That was class. That was class. And now, women out here dressing like whores, and men dressing like women. Whew. I'm just saying. Not all men now. Don't get it twisted here. But you know what I'm saying. Like those tight pants, Sweet Willie, Wearing those tight ass jackets, being undercover. Just look at, what's the basketball player? Juwan Howard? DeJuan Howard? Yeah. You know who I'm talking about. The one who used to play for the Lakers that's caught up in all of this sex scandal being tutti fruity. I'm just saying. See, his daddy should have been self-educating him on the birds and the bees. Yeah, we still got that, you know, got that demonstration going on. We're trying to get rid of it. But needless to say, self-education may be a good way for your children to learn. And maybe they have a little bit more respect for you because you are investing time with them learning as they learn. And as all of this occurs, your habits begin to change. Your relationship becomes closer. And there'll be more peace in your house, in your apartment, wherever you reside at. Because when you start self-educating your child, trust me, things are going to change. And that's when the magic happens, not when you send them to school to be taught by a stranger. I'm just saying. And then you got the other rugrats in the classroom that's disturbing them from learning. Even if they did go to school to learn, they still got some sad joker over here, you know, trying to disrupt them from learning. That's a problem. That's a problem. And all of those things that you want to instill in your child, you have to spend time with your child in order to do that. Like I said, in fact, bro, let me ask you this question. How many of you are out there got children that you can't trust, that you can't leave at home until you get back from work so you can educate them? And in the process, they should be educating themselves online. So that means they should be bringing some information to you every single day. And so should you, vice versa. I'm just saying. Can you see that? I know some of you can't see that. I know some of you can't see that, but it does happen, and it can happen, and people do it all the time. In fact, about it, I'm a former educator. I left the education world because you can't teach. You can't teach. You have to lie to these students in public schools. You have to lie to them. I'm just saying, that's 100. Look at the history that you have to teach them in school. I'm just saying. And what did I educate children in? Math and science. Math and science, yes. But I know more history than anything. But that wasn't my major. Not on paper. I'm just saying. And sometimes it's better that way because people be surprised of what you know. And they only know what you know when you open your mouth, that's when they'll know. Sorry about the mishap, you know what I'm saying? But they won't know what you know until you open your mouth. And let's hope when you open your mouth, you got something intelligent to say. Check this out. I know that it's the first day of the second month of the year. But how about making a pledge to yourself like I have thus far this year? Not opening up my mouth saying something unintelligent. No, we're not going to do that. Let something come out of your mouth that's intelligent or nice. And if you have to diss somebody real fast, check them intellectually and then keep it moving. I'm just saying. It's time for change. It's time for self-education. It's time for that. If you don't teach your child what you want them to know, who's going to do it? Who's going to do it? Get on that internet with them. Read some books with them. Yeah, go to some museums. Lots of information in museums, by the way. Not to mention the fact they have all of these different fairs. I'm serious. Do those things with your child that you always wanted to do as a child. And if you didn't want to be educated as a child, well, I'm sorry, you got a child to raise. You know what I'm saying? Happy Black History Month. Nobody's in the chat room. But we're not gonna make this live long because we got some other work to do on the other channels. TONIGHT. It's just been a long day. You know, it's the first of the month. People out here busy, okay? People out here busy trying to make things happen. It's first of the month. You know what I'm saying? The life calls once a month. You know. Hey, you all think about that. And as for Dr. Umar Johnson, for all of those who support him or have supported him on that Cash App, they have froze his Cash App account because he's been scamming the people. Dr. Umar. Now that's what you don't want to do. You don't want to do what Dr. Umar has done, okay? Which is scam your child. Scammed you, okay? Scammed a whole lot of people with this school he got going on. That school should have been open years ago. But he's flying around the country, all people sending money to his Cash App. Or whatever he's doing, you know what I'm saying? I know that he ain't doing right with that money, okay? If he was doing right with that money, that school would have been up and running already. I'm just saying. And seeing that who he is, you know, for, you know, people were willing to come in and do work for free, even though he said that he's been robbed a lot of times by contractors who don't finish the job. What contractors did you go to? What black contractors did you go to when you have black contractors who would have done the work for you for free just to get it started? Do you know how many children would have sent their children to your school? I can remember a time when you were first telling me about the school and everything. Hell, I was going to come teach at your school. We waited for you, bro. We waited for you, bro. And what did you do to the people, man? Man, you took all their money, bro. Gave them the big green weenie, I'm telling you. With no Vaseline and still have the audacity to ask for some more cash. Damn. That's a cold move. But Cash App been cold too, okay? Because your shit is froze. And that's from doing wrong to the people. Because you've been lying to the people, man. You've been abusing funds, bro. Straight up, man. Ain't nobody that dumb now. Like I said, man, I was going to come work at your school as a teacher. I contacted you about it and everything, bro. And you never got it up and running. You had all of these other charges just pop up out of nowhere. And, you know, things happen sometimes. We understand that, you know, certain sections of people are afraid of men who have intelligence that look like us. I get it. But you, my man, people had high hopes for you and they rolled for you and they spent their hard-earned cash with you, man. But you robbed the people, bro. You robbed the people, man. Just keep it real. Just keep it real. But now that your Cash App is froze, let's see how you're going to open up that school now. Huh? Let's see how you're going to open up that school now. Now, you have people on YouTube who say that your father is a stand-up dude. You know what I'm saying? For people who know you out there in Philly and Delaware. I'm just saying. So your family is a stand-up family. So where you fall short at, bro? I'm just, like I say, man, all of these millionaires, man, all of these black millionaires, you mean tell me that they wouldn't help to get that school running? Huh? If you would have opened up the school, bro, I'm sure that your finances or sources of income would have increased because the people would have saw a product for what they have been donating their hard-earned money towards. And you gave them zero. You know, we see you paying, you know, we see the Frederick Douglass Marcus. We see all of that on the wall, man. But the point is the school ain't open, bro, and it's been over 10 years, man. So, you know, maybe you'll learn next time not to abuse the funds, bro. I'm just saying. Maybe you will. But I was willing to come there, bro. I was willing to come there. And you had other people here across America who was willing to send their children to your school, even if they had to transfer their child out of state, if they got a relative there. Okay? Some people would have relocated and enrolled their child in your school, but yet you failed to perform your duty because you were sticking people in booty. I'm just saying. Crazy Dr. Umar. For all of you out there, we got some more things to do on the other channel. THEMOSHOW Chicago, where the execution of knowledge is POWER. Yeah. What's up, man? Yeah. So anyway, you know what I'm saying? That's what's happening with that. That's what's happening with that. Leave your comments in the comment section, you all. And, by the way, if you haven't went and checked out my other channel, which is the Whatever channel, but old school Chicago classics, comedy, independent movies. Yes, Chicago independent movies. All that going on. Old school hip hop, old school gangster rap, Chicago. And we got so much to put up on that page. But I'm still working on a whole lot of other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So give me a minute. And I'm still trying to figure out, how to get paid on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I'm going through, reading all these policies and all that stuff. And then when I get to one section, I'm stuck. It keeps telling me, try again in regards to the membership part of it. And yeah, I'm having problems with that. So y'all can, you know what I'm saying? I'll figure it out. But that's what we on right now. But we got another video coming up. We have another video coming up for you all tonight on THEMOSHOW Chicago. And if you haven't been over there viewing that, we got that smoke and not this smoke, but that smoke. Yeah, go over there and check that out. Yeah. And along with the audio series, that's on this channel and the live section as well. Okay? On your way out the door, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and the word all to help ensure that you get notifications when I upload videos on YOUTUBE, and also press those condiments to like and to share. Share the information with relatives, friends, co-workers, anyone that you come into contact with. It is a magnificent way to jumpstart your CONVERSATION on YOUTE. Peace out, you all, and never give up on your DREAMS.